this is Tucker. My computer's not working, so this will be from my phone. For my activity, I did an interview with my cousin. He's adopted. He is African American, but his family, my cousins, are all white. And so I asked him about his experiences growing up African American in a white family. And so it was an interesting interview. He talked about how his parents were very careful to make sure that they treated him just like the rest of their kids, that they didn't treat him any different than their white kids, that they told him that he was meant to be part of their family. It wasn't like he was just kind of planted there, but that he was meant to be there just as much as any other kid. So they made him feel very wanted and very loved, which I thought was awesome. At school, it was pretty similar. He said he came across a few ignorant comments, but that he chose not to be offended by them. And then the only teacher-related incident was when he was in Spanish class and they were learning the word for black, which is negro. And so she made it a point to say, this isn't racist, this is just a word for black. That was the only, then that wasn't a big deal to him. And so I asked him about general racism, about the concept of racism in America, and he said that racism only exists because we keep talking about it. And that if, and then just other comments he made that I thought were really cool, that he believes that race exists on Earth so that we can all learn to love each other even more, and that it helps us progress in our journey to Heavenly Father. And I thought it was interesting. We hear, I think in our class, we discuss a lot about what we might call passive racism or benevolent racism, and how it's kind of more subconscious. It's not something we think about consciously, but it's just something that kind of happens and is part of our mindset about this. And it sounds like what he would deem ignorant comments was that kind of frame of mind. Whereas, although I think he dealt with it very well. He's a very an incredible man, and he's very humble. I still think that he came up against passive racism to some degree, not as much maybe as someone who was in a predominantly black family or came from a black family, but still came across a little bit, but dealt with it very humbly, I guess. Wasn't offended by it.